Okay, here's part 2 of your list. So we can finish our X words and then get into our QU words. Alright. Woo, too far. Alright, so we did explain. Now we're going to do excited. Ed. X is the X across 2 boxes. I, we know this is going to be a long I. A C followed by an E, I, or Y. We'll say the S sound. Here's an I because we know it's excited. So the C followed by the I. So we circle that. T. Now, why does that I say it's long sound? Because the base word is excite. So we have an E. The silent E makes the I say its long sound, I. Now if we're going to do past tense and add the ED, we drop the silent E and we add the ED. Now most of the time we put the ED in the same box because it usually says the T or the D sound. But let me bring this card up. When the word ends in a T or a D sound, like the word excite, we will say the ed. So ed says ed when the word ends in either a T sound or a D sound because of the E vowel sound. This is now adding a syllable to the base word. So it's now going to have an extra syllable, excited, because the E is another vowel sound, so it's another syllable. So we had a silent E. Its job was to make the I say its long sound, and because the last sound in the word is T, then the ED is going to be ed. Excited. 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 3-syllable word now. The next word is expect. 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 I expect you to make 100 on the spelling test after going through this list. Expect. Excellent is the next word. Excellent. Excellent. That's a long one. Cell, C followed by E-R-Y says S. So we're going to circle it. This also says it's short sound. So you see, even though, let me pull this down, even though the E-I or Y is helping the C say this sound, it also makes its own sound. That's why it's in a separate box. This E is still making the short E. The I is still making the long I sound because of the silent E that was here. And this is making the short E sound. So these vowels are doing multiple jobs. Excel. We need to double this L to keep this vowel short. Excellent. Excellent. 3-syllable word. It has 3 vowel sounds. The next word is exercise. Eyes. Is the ER. Goes in one box. It's an R-controlled vowel. I. That's an I. C followed by an ERY says exercise. Z is the Z sound, but in about 60-something% of the time it's represented by the S. We need a silent E for 2 jobs. To make the I say the long I sound, and to make this word not look plural. Plural means more than one. Usually in a word where something is more than one, you put an S or an ES at the end of the word. So to keep this from looking like a plural word, you use a silent E. This silent E's got 2 jobs. To make the I say its long sound. This I has 2 jobs. To help the C say the S sound and to make the I sound. Exercise. Expert is our next word. Expert. Expert. That's an easy one. I like easy ones every once in a while, don't you? Alright, the next one is Texas. I live in Louisiana, which is next to Texas. Texas. This is a capital T because it is a proper name. Is a schwa. It is in the unaccented syllable, so the can be represented by any vowel. In this word, it's a. Texas. Alright, so that's the end of the X words. Now we're going to do the QU words. QU say qua. So we'll also use 2 boxes. Qua. The first one we'll do is quick. K, w, I, k. Qua is the Q. Please remember your bubble sits on the writing line. The tail goes to the back. Qua. We're going to circle those so that you remember that they work as a team. They do make 2 separate sounds, but it reminds you the Q and U are always together. They are making 2 sounds, the K and the W. The next sound is I, is the short I, and K. At the end of a word or syllable just after an accented single short vowel will be spelled with a CK. Again, K following an accented single short vowel, K will be spelled with a CK. The next word is queen. Queen. I met the queen. K, w, e, n. Qua. E is 2 E's. N. Queen. The next word is quart. I bought a quart of milk. K, w, or, t. Qua. R, T, quart. The next one is quilt, K, W, I, L, T, qu, I, L, T, quilt. Let me move my light so I can move my paper up. There we go. Quilt. The next word is question. Question. Qu, e, s, ch, no, let me say it again. K, w, e, sh, ch, Alright, the first sounds are qu. Sorry. Qu. E. Now, based upon how this word has changed over time, the S is actually saying the sh sound. Say the word question. Do you say question or question? We usually say the sh because the ch sound is represented by the T. This is a very unusual word. It's a lot of co-articulation. In other words, a sound is being influenced by the sounds around it. And so it's spelled with an S, but it says the sh because the chun, the T-I-O-N, let's see, chun, ch-e-n, question, question. I think that's how I have it mapped out on my page, because this kind of says either the E or the I, depending upon how you say the word. But this says the sh, and this says the ch. It's just a very unusual word. And this is and n, question, question. Look it up in several different dictionaries to get an idea of the ones that you see the most often occurring for the pronunciation of question. The next word is equal. Equal. E, that's an open syllable. In other words, a single vowel at the end of the syllable. That's the only thing in the syllable, so it is long. E, qu, is the schwa, spelled with an A. Equal. And the last word is liquid. Let me move my paper up again. Liquid. L, I, Q, W, I, D. L, I, Q, I, D. Liquid. Those are two short I sounds. Liquid. Alright, so I'm suggesting that you look up the word question, because there's a couple of different variations that I had found for that one. You may decide to map it out in a different way than I did, based upon how you say it in your region of the country or the world, because on YouTube anybody in the whole world can find these videos if you're using Pearson Reading Street. So how you say the word in your region of the world may be a little different than in Louisiana, northern Louisiana. So please map it the way that you say it, because that's important. I hope that you have a great week. Enjoy learning more words that have the X representing the two sounds, the qu and the j. The j following a single short vowel spelled with DGE. G followed by an E-I-R-Y says J. The C followed by an E-I-R-Y says S. Enjoy your week. Bye.